Hello, I am Pete and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas Challenge of Challenges. The challenge for this episode is going to be no two-handed weapons. This is subtly different from the pistols only challenge that we've sometimes had before, in that this does allow melee and unarmed as long as they are single-handed. Before we get on with that, there are a few things we need to clean up from previous episodes, so let's get busy with that. So the first thing is that we picked up implant C13. So to install that, all I need to do is go to the auto dock and Y7 as well.
You require some additional services?
So those have been done. Do I engage my services to purchase an implant?
So, I should think.
Install implants, that's what I want. So this one is 8,000 caps and gives me bonus damage against Cazadors. This one is 20,000 caps and gives me bonus HP and AP from food, both of which I want, so let's have them. Okay, so that is the first item dealt with. The other concerns ammo. Now, in the previous episode, I was saying quite a lot that I need to rush to finish this DLC because I'm running out of ammo. And that's simply not true. If I'm running out of anything, it's just a lack of imagination. Let's have a look and see really whether we are running out of ammo or if that was just a big fat lie. So first off, yes, it is true that I am quite low on ammo for a light shining in darkness, but that's not the only gun I've got. I still have loads and loads of this 308, 80-odd, 308 for Christine's silencer rifle and Paciencia, so I can keep those going for a little bit if I need to. I also have quite a lot of ammo for the hunting revolver, so I can just get that out of retirement, and given that this episode is no two-handed weapons, I think that's probably what I'm going to do. It's true that I don't have much ammo for the K9000 Cyberdog gun, however, if I go into my inventory and look in the MISC section, I've got 442 cases for 357. I've been severely underusing the ammo crafting. I can turn that into ammo for the dog gun and we'll be going for a good while longer. I also have loads of ammo for that gun. 5.56mm ammo can be used in that gun and the Rat Slayer. So, again, if I need to, I can just fall back on this gun for quite a long time. And even if push comes to shove, I've got loads of microfusion cells. I could repair up Elijah's advanced LAER. I know I haven't put many points into energy weapons, but this thing does a huge amount of damage. It's definitely an option. But it's the ammo crafting that we really want to get stuck into. So firstly, let's see what we'd need to make some more ammo for the Cyberdog gun. So for this, it's currently powder, pistol that we are low on. We've got loads of cases, we've got loads of lead, we've got loads of primer. So all I need to do is break down another ammo type to get some pistol powder. I can also buy some from the sink. So in the MISC section, the sink is selling 3 primer and powder packs for 95 caps each. So let's buy all of those. So now that we've bought all of that pistol powder, along with some other powders and primers, I can make 60 of those, which is a great start. But I can go even further. Let's look and see what we're short on now. So it's still the pistol powder. So I can make more pistol powder just by breaking down an ammo type I don't use. For example, 9mm ammo. I never use that. Let's break down half of our 9mm ammo. And all of a sudden, we can make another 100 of those. 20 gauge shotgun ammo, that also gives us pistol powder. So I think I might break down a batch of that too. I think I'm also going to break down half of my 10mm ammo, get some more pistol powder out of that. Okay, there we go. We now have no 357 Magnum cases left, and the K9000 Cyberdog gun now has 462. And in fact, that's not even all of it, because I've still got some plain ammo in there I can break down. Some plain 357. There we go, we now have over 600 rounds for the Cyberdog gun. So this thing is back in action, and the only thing we really had to sacrifice is a few ammo types that we don't use much anyway. Let's see if we can do the same thing for a light shining in darkness. So if we wanted to make some more 45 super hand load, again it's the pistol powder that's the limiting factor, so we just need to find something suitable to break down. What about all this 2.2 ammo? We never use any of that. Let's break all of that down, and let's make some ammo for this. Only 22 that time. Again, it's probably still the pistol powder that's the limiting factor here, yeah. Now, I think this recipe is added by one of my mods, the extended crafting mod, which allows you to convert powder types, allows you to convert hull types, allows you to convert case types. don't think it allows you to do primers. But still, we could convert some of our spare rifle powder into pistol powder, and that would allow us to make some more ammo. But to be honest, I think I'm happy with where things are right now. Yeah, so I've now got a bit of ammo back for this gun. I think just spending time in the crafting menu and seeing what's available is really important here. Rushing through makes things go quite badly. So yeah, I'm going to put away the stuff that I'm not allowed to use this episode and see what's left. Alright, so what we have left, we have a light shining in darkness, which is a pistol, hunting revolver, again one-handed, Loyal's detonator we can't drop because that's a quest item, Saturnite vest for any melee that might be required, the sonic emitter, in case we need to go through any force fields, and that gun. One thing I will do actually before we move on out is just do some ammo transfer for that gun, because again there's a really good upgrade available here. So let's break down all of our 5.56, and yeah, let's craft as much of this 5.56mm match hand load as we can, which gives us a little bit of increased damage and some decreased gun spread. Good stuff. And let's just check what would block us from crafting more of that. Rifle powder would be the limiting thing. How many of these did we manage to make? 606, that's plenty. Okay, I'm going to move on out. Let's get down to business. So, given that our ammo situation is no longer as terrible as it was going to be, I'm going to detour to the Forbidden Zone. So the Forbidden Zone is up here, I think, and the main story quest would take us straight there. But I do want to drop in on a few places. So this quest has a couple of locations marked, and there's also another couple of locations up here I want to go to. I think there's one kind of up here and one sort of down here-ish, something like that, both of which have some decent loot in them. That said, before we go there, let's go on in and talk to Dr. Klein. We should also make sure we have appropriate clothing on, because I'm still wearing Daniel's outfit and Dr. Klein's glasses. So let's put on the stuff that's actually going to armour us properly. We don't need it in here, but we will need it once we get out there, and I don't want to forget.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
So before we progress this, I do think there is a side quest I can do. Let's do a speech 55. You all seem knowledgeable in your fields. No doubt there's much you can share with me.
Why, yes. We are filled with the knowledge you speak of. If you wish to know more, simply ask the others. They can help you.
I'm just going to rattle through all of his dialogue options and see if I can trigger a side quest. Here we go. So asking about the pacification field leads into this little conversation tree where you can ask about previous visitors to Big Mountain. This is where we want to be for this side quest.
Dr. 8 and Dr. O could tell you more. Dr. O more than 8. The battle against the visitors damaged 8's voice module. Suffice to say, those visitors are unwelcome. They stole a great many secrets and much technology. Impertinent. They also broke one of my trains.
Okay, that's all for now. Goodbye.
Yes, a most goodbye.
So the next person we need to talk to is Dr. O over here.
Predictable. The lobotomite specimen returns. Its purpose? Repetition. Chances of success? High.
I've heard you and 8 were attacked by previous visitors.
I don't like to talk about it. 8, he can't talk about it. They fried his voice module. Something good. It wasn't all the visitors, though. Only one of them got out of control. He's the one that took control of Little Yangtze, our old human farm.
Tell me what happened.
This human, I can't believe it. He broke out of the think tank in seconds. Then he went for Yangtze, got bomb collars, and started practicing on the subjects that were still there until he got the right frequency. We were sending robots to stop him, and he was slicing and cutting through their shells with some souped-up laser gun like they were cheese paper. When he hacked into the mainframe, A tried to stop him and got fried. Me? He rerouted my processors to take control of the train network here. If you see the tunnels with the trains plowed into them, you can thank our visitor for that. He wrecked the whole place. While we were trying to keep containment on the surface, turns out he used one train to punch out a tunnel and escape. Sealed now, but...
Who were the others?
2 other human specimens. One arrived not long after the troublemaker, and the last one, not sure when he showed up. Thought the first one was going to be lobotomized in Y-17. She got out somehow. The last subject, Klein might know more. He talked to him, and let him leave the think tank. Hope he knew what he was doing.
Why is that?
Klein knows things we don't. And I think he told some of those things to the last visitor. Dangerous things if they ever got out.
All right, thank you. I think we've spoken long enough.
Until our next scheduled audio transmission and reception, then.
He means conversation. He's just being fancy with his words. All right, let's go back and talk to Klein for this new quest.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
I heard one of the previous visitors to the dome spoke to you, asked you some questions.
Oh, yes, the last visitor. Well, the one just before you. Had an interesting name from some language that's almost impossible to speak. What did we speak about? Melancholy fellow. Had questions about history, but our conversation got interrupted. Twice, I believe. Once when the trains got derailed, and then a second time. Oddly enough, now that I'm accessing my databanks, I don't recall what the second time was. Mobius's incessant transmissions keep distracting me. Also, we didn't brain scrub the visitor. He may have left with some knowledge he shouldn't have. I believe, maybe. Oh, well, I'm sure it's of no consequence. I don't make many mistakes in calculation or perception, so probability favors me.
So this guy that Klein is talking about was Ulysses. The previous chap that Dr. O was talking about was Elijah. So they are sort of the main antagonists. Yeah, the main antagonists of Lonesome Road and Dead Money, respectively. Anyway, side quest business all done. Let's get on with the main quest. I've recovered all the technological information.
What? You did? Your survival, let alone success, barely registered in my projections. Now, all I need to do is check my transmission databank. Mobius is always filling it up with his psychotic calls. Oh yes, there's the schematics, just like you said. How truthful.
Do these technologies have the information you need?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Your answer isn't filling me with confidence.
No. I mean, yes. You just need to analyze these technologies for a moment. They are extremely advanced, you know?
Do you even know what these technologies do?
I know how these technologies work. Of course I know. If you remember, we described them in clearly abstract, contradictory statements before. Why would we do that if we weren't certain on how to use them? Yes. So let me... a bit. I'll figure it out.
Look, the antenna focuses brainwave patterns, right?
Yes, that's what I believe I said.
And the suit's a cardiac regulator, and the sonic frequency is a spinal vibrator.
I've got it. The cardiac regulator in the suit, the antenna for brain waves, and the sonic frequency for the vertebral nerves.
I'm waiting for you to draw a conclusion.
I'm thinking. This is all very complicated. Let me check something. Of course. I have it. The override sequence to open the Forbidden Zone door is hidden in the schematics. Well, not hidden. It's actually right there, behind the programming equivalent of coffee stains. It's embedded in what seems to be recursive code. It's badly commented there and there. Oh, and null pointers very sloppy, Mobius. You see, using the antenna to boost the emitter's sonic frequency and the stealth suit to bypass the Forbidden Zone lock, yes, that could work. Was that my plan? It must have been. Sometimes I truly surprise myself. The door is open, and now Mobius will get his.
All right. And some things that we can't quite pass yet. So I go after him then.
The door should be unsealed. Now, instead of being subjected to threats, we can now send an equally threatening message to Mobius. And that message is science. Deliver this message, and Big Mountain shall be freed from Mobius's reign of terror. You can go now. That's your cue.
Lovely. Time for us to head out. Our quest log should be looking a little bit smaller. Yeah, indeed. So these two are incomplete. This one's incomplete. Yeah, so this is where we're going to go first. My first question is, what time is it? 16:25. All right. I don't want to be doing all this at night. So I will just go to my bed and we'll sleep through until the morning. All right. So here we are out on the balcony. It is morning. Let's make sure we're properly equipped for this. So we're wearing the appropriate apparel. We'll get the hunting revolver out. And I think I want to start by fast travelling to Little Yangtze. Because there is, as I say, a location. I don't think it's that one. I think it's more in the middle here that I want to go to. But Little Yangtze, I think, is our best place to start. It doesn't look like anything has respawned. That's a good start. So yeah, the map is showing a location just over there. Let's head this way. I'll know the location when I see it. I feel like it might be... I feel like this tower here might be a helper. Let's head towards that. Yeah, this walkway here feels very familiar. Signal hills, that's what we want. Okay, so what's on the roof? There we go. Main computer upgrade, LAER mod prismatic lens. That's the thing we want. This, oh, something spawned. Over there. Yeah, this location is one of Elijah's little camps. So you can pick up another one of his LAERs there. A couple of stealth boys. Oh, loads of things are spawning. And there's a torn journal page. Let's read that. Why not? We're not in that much danger. Set up camp here after Yangtze attack. Too exposed here. Transmitter's vulnerable. Hacked it. Set up remote link so can access it any time. Need to find spot closer to North Train Tunnel with clear broadcast line of sight to here. Canyons are too dangerous. Can't go back to Yangtze. There is that weather station northwest that drew that courier here, but going there sounds like trouble. For now, going to scout the waste disposal site, then around the perimeter of the Securitron plant. See if I can find a more defensible position. Okay, so I want to get into this building. We've got lobotomites down here. So let's try one shot on each of their heads. He's running sideways, so VATS is probably the best way to ensure I get a shot. Oh, and there's Misfortune. And another guy coming in down there. I'm going to switch gun to something... Yeah, let's go for that gun. Let's make sure we're using the nice ammo. And then let's just get ourselves somewhere where we can queue up a few shots. We seem to be hovering in the air. It's generally not recommended. Okay, still in caution. I can see 3 marks on the compass over there. But nothing coming my way. Right, I think I'm going to drop down. Let's pick up the stuff that's worth having. Oh, I see you coming in. He's got a gun. None of those really did much damage. I think I managed to shoot... Oh, robot coming. I hear a robot bark. Okay, that one's down. So yeah, there's just the one robot left over there. Let's do a tiny bit of looting while we're up here. All the stuff that's basically weightless. Oh, I see you, robot. Mr. Gutsy Mark III. Yeah, let's take out the tracking sensor. Why not? Oh, is that rock getting in our way? I mean, it is also stopping him from attacking us, which is good. Oh, he's coming closer with a flamethrower, rather. The problem with that gun is the very, very small ammo capacity. It does need a lot of reloads. Okay, there's a couple more things coming up here. More robots. I was wondering if I had anything one-handed that I could throw down there to take them out.
The rest of you should try this intercom thing. It makes you sound like some kind of sky god.
Sky God, yep. Okay, this one's coming closer much faster, which is annoying. I wonder if I were to switch to armor-piercing ammo, this might do more damage. Let's try and keep the environment between us so that their shots are wasted.
Box me up and ship me home.
Still in caution, but I'm not seeing any red marks around. How strange. Take the good stuff. Okay, so we haven't been inside this building yet. We do want to go in there because there's some stuff to have. Let's switch back to this ammo type. Just quickly loot these boxes here. Oh, didn't mean to do that. That's me, one of my mods playing merry havoc with the action key again. Okay, so here's what we wanted in here, the hairstyling enhancements upgrade for the auto dock. And while we're in here, let's just pick up all of the usual sorts of things I like. Oh, and the barter skill book recipe. That's what I wanted. Wow. If I hadn't got lucky there, I would have completely overlooked that and forgot that the whole reason I came here was for the barter skill book. It just slipped my mind completely, which is embarrassing. But we got it, so we're good. Okay, so I think I've got all the goodies from this location. I wanted to head down here because I noticed that there were a couple of containers to loot, and that does also take us towards the Magnetohydraulics Complex, which is where I was planning on being next. Yep, another stealth boy in there. Still nothing seeing us. Okay, so to get to that, do I need to go over this rock? I think I might. We're in caution. We've attracted the attention of something. So I don't have to go sort of round the bottom. But I guess if I've got to do that, then I've got to do that. Or maybe I can use this little bridgey thing. That seems promising. Is it stable? I seem to be doing all right. Oh, okay. This thing. Right, this is a boss level Venus flytrap. That's just making it angry. I think maybe the hunting revolver. Okay, that's really not getting us anywhere fast, is it? I might just ignore that. Can I pick up this? Seed package, yeah. Let's just go around here. And we can get to the Magnetohydraulics Complex that way. We're now in danger, but I'm not seeing any red marks tracking us down. I think it's just that we aggroed that Venus flytrap. Okay, nothing down there. So I think I'm going to attempt to cautiously drop in on this location from above. Very carefully. This is adequate. This might be trickier. There's more of an overhang here.
His Roboscorpions crawl everywhere in search of intelligence to devour and stupefy.
Okay, maybe I can get down here. Yep, little things to drop onto, and I think we're now perhaps close enough that we won't break our ankles. Lovely. Okay, nothing coming for us. Let's drop in here. Okay, still in caution. I don't remember there being any enemies in this place, though. So I guess that must be just the thing outside still interested in me. So there are a whole bunch of floating goodies somewhere in here, if memory serves. Lots and lots of floating microfusion cells. Or maybe they're all down here. Okay, there is lots of edge ammo here. We need to get health, air really. There we go, there's some microfusion cells. Are there any more floating anywhere? There we go. Can I go through this door? Is there anything worth having in here? Doesn't look like much. All right, let's pick up the item that we came here for. Which is this thing over here, the literal sink. We can now activate that in the home base. And I'll just run around picking up good items from these containers. Okay, I think this is satisfactory. There might be one or two more pieces of float. Oh, in fact, is that? Do I see some floating ammo over there? Yeah, let's just grab all this stuff. For a second there, I lost the ability to turn. I was quite scared. Oh, a recon arm helmet. What fun. Yeah, that'll do. All right, let's leave. See what the situation is outside. Okay, back into caution. So if I were to activate the Old World Blues quest, the Forbidden Zone dome is now quite close. It's up there. So yeah, where I want to go to now is I want to head to this location here. I want to loop around the top to, I think up here there's a location which is where there's another skill book recipe. And then finally we can go to the Forbidden Zone dome. So I've got a plan for all this. I do suspect that I'm going to run into some more enemies along here. Do I have the right quest active? I do. I'm also going the wrong way. And there's a red mark up there. 2 red marks and they're moving, so they might be Roboscorpions that spawned after me being in that building. Okay, well, they're probably not going to drop down on me below. They're just going to very, very slowly track me.
Soon, all science will be mine.
Okay, so now we're in danger, which has got me worried. It must be that thing up there. But let's keep picking our way slowly along here. Okay, more red marks around here. Okay, we're seeing some greenery now, so we're getting closer to our destination. I am very worried about something sneaking up on me from behind. That's my biggest fear right now. Okay, I thought there were more enemies around here, but maybe not. I think they all perhaps spawn at the top of this staircase. Oh, okay, noises have started. I'm going to backtrack. Hello, Patient Zero. Yeah, I knew you were going to be here. A few shots with a hunting revolver. Please do some good. Okay. I'm thinking a Saturnite fist, you know. Come to me. Yeah, let's have some more of that. Oh, I can't get closer. Why can't I get closer? Why can't I get out crouched? There we go. Okay, there we go. Trading blows for a bit. Some thick red paste. I definitely need to heal. Strategy-wise, that didn't go too well, really, did it? Let's drink a bitter drink. And a Nuka-Cola and a Sunset Sarsaparilla. That'll get us feeling right as rain in no time. I think we should go back to ranged weapons. Let's use that gun. Hollow point is probably good, I think. These things are going to be organics with no armour. Spore carrier brute, yep. Yeah, come on then, come to me. Again, as long as... Oh, hello, that was nice. As long as nothing's creeping up on me from behind. This is going to be fine. Oh. Something's attacking me. Oh, there's spitty things somewhere, aren't there? Where are they spitting at me from? Is it up there? VATS isn't finding anything. There's a thing up there. That's probably what it was. Okay, this weapon isn't doing much good. Let's try the hunting revolver. I feel like that'll get more done. Try and dodge its projectiles. fall down to the floor. Let's get back up. I do get knocked down, but I get up again. I feel like these don't always take this many hits, but this one for some reason was really, really tough. Okay, we're down to caution. And our destination is this thing here. There we go. Anything good in the duffel bag? Nope. And that has completed a little bit of quest. Now, the quest immediately advances to telling us to find the missing modules for the light switches and jukebox. We've already found lots of those. The only one that's missing is over here, which, is pretty good, but it's in danger of becoming a distraction from what we're actually trying to achieve here. So I want to head behind this building. I think dropping through a window probably would work. And this looks like a thing we can drop onto. I'm still seeing one red mark over there to the south. Now, I want to get down here. This cliff here looks like I can probably shimmy my way down. Yeah, perfect. Okay. And whatever's over there can't see me at the moment. We're only in caution. That's acceptable to me. Let's grab the loot from these items. Nothing in there. All right, let's keep pressing on. I will switch my weapon back to that gun. Now, are there enemies over here? Don't think there are. I think there's just a recipe somewhere. Is this it here? Oh, this is just a big book of science. No recipe required. Lovely. Well, might as well read that right now. Yeah, I think the recipe is on top of that building, if memory serves. So I need to get my way across. I'm just going to check out this terminal in case there's anything on this. Requisition order dispensers. We finished up the design for the dispensers for the Sierra Madre Villa as requested. That bigwig Sinclair went to the Big Mountain execs. He wanted emergency dispensers for his sheltered villa in case war broke out and they needed to care for the survivors there. He's done everything he can to isolate the community and tighten security. Now he just needs to guarantee a food supply and be able to ration out resources in the event of nuclear holocaust. I hear he even narrowed the streets so cars couldn't come inside town, let alone come up to the villa. Dispenser funding update. Got the funding from Sinclair. Near as I can tell, he's willing to not only bankrupt himself for these devices, he struck a deal with the Big Mountain executives, letting the villa become a lab for the supposedly harmless prototype tech here. I've seen the Big Mountain execs do this with other isolated towns, Hopeville Meteorological Research up north, and the whole process is not what I signed up for. Okay, still just in caution. Bunch of ammo in those. Let's try and get up here. Okay, we're up. There it is, melee weapons skill book. And a few useful things in there. Bunch more stim packs, that's nice. That replenishes the ones that I had to use up in the previous episode. I think that's this area cleared of all its decent loot, and we're now very close to the Forbidden Zone. This building isn't enterable, just in case you were wondering. Still in caution, that one red mark all the way over there. A little bit of scrap. And then we're seeing red marks here, so Roboscorpions are patrolling around this doorway. There's at least one there. Now two.
There is no standing on the green pipes. If you are standing on the green pipes, please get off them at once.
Okay, we've got one coming our way. It's a biggie. I should switch to the armor piercing.
Now I end you.
Okay, it's fast.
Ow!
Managed to take that one down. Take its stuff. But there was definitely at least one back there.
Roboscorpion, attack!
Okay, let's try and get it into chasing us melee way. And then we can do this thing where we fire a few shots and then back up.
Ow! Oh, hit my
How do I get out of here? Oh. Okay, up here. Now it's going to start ranged attacking me, I think.
Roboscorpion, will you?
Okay, but only managed to get one shot in. Oh, and I forgot about that thing. I'm a donkey. Still, health has not dropped too much. Still in caution, which is probably the red mark all the way back there. Is that pickup? It's Mentats. Are there any other Roboscorpions patrolling this area, or was it just those two? I think it was just those two. There will be some more enemies over there, but we don't need to go there at the moment. Right, the Forbidden Zone Dome entrance. Time to go in here and fight the giant Roboscorpion. I'm going to drop a proper save here. So, it's got a huge amount of hit points. So it's better not to just try and take it on in conventional combat. However, it does have some weaknesses. So we're going to run around the room trying to find those. Wow, it's dark in here. There we go. So I think that there's some rooms. Oh, I need to open that. Okay. Let's get the sonic emitter out. Okay, we're only in caution at the moment. That's pretty promising. Okay, we've opened a force field, which allows us to go into here. Maybe staying in caution here is an option. I always assume that this thing saw you as soon as you got in the room. But it seems like that might not be the case. Okay, that's good. This gives me a new way of solving this. Does look like this room might be a dead end though, so it's probably not where I want it to be. I think one of those rooms over there is going to work better for me. So let's try and sneak our way over there. Maybe that staircase. What we're looking for is a terminal. Probably very hard locked. But I'm not going to say no to picking up any ammo that may have been left behind for me. That said, these are all energy weapons ammos. Okay, so there's a gun turret there, marked as friendly. Okay, average locked turret control system. So I can use that to start the turrets attacking the Roboscorpion, but then that will alert it. And I feel like I can probably... Ooh, a power fist, cool. I feel like I can probably stay stealthy here for a little bit longer. Let's unlock the grenade box. 3 pulse grenades, so that would be another option for fighting this thing. That room, that terminal might be it. How do I get across there from here? Probably that staircase. Okay, so we need to go back down and then around. Oh, missed the footlocker. Let's have that. Let's stay close to the edge of the room, minimise the chance of the Roboscorpion spotting us. Has its back to us at the moment. I'm surprised that Mobius doesn't know we're here. He must have noticed the door open. Okay, let's check this room up here. Oh, okay, that slightly alerted him. Okay, very hard. This is probably the one. So let's get scienced up. If we take Dr. Klein's glasses and Dr. Klein's scrubs, let's verify what our science skill gets to. 92, not quite high enough. So yeah, we are going to need to take a Programmer's Digest. I think we have loads of those. 7, yeah. Okay, very hard terminal. Hack it in the usual fashion. (3 out of 12). I've always found that with the terminal hacking, the harder it gets, the easier it gets. It's time consuming, but given that I know that 3 out of 12 of those are correct, I can probably get the next one in one go. So like, I know it's not going to be that because the last 5 letters, the last 6, 7 letters are the same. So that one's got exactly 3 matches. I would put money on this being the correct answer. Well, would you look at that? After all that, I think I'm going to play it safe. Lockout's imminent, so I'm going to close out of this and go back in. After all of my posturing about how easy very hard terminals are, I feel very, very awkward now. Okay, we got there in the end. Right, so we can now initiate an emergency shutdown.
Is this thing on? This is Mobius, Dr. Mobius. We're initiating some kind of emergency test shutdown. In 5, 4, as in forbidden, 3, as in tree, 2, as in two Brutus, 1, as in none. Oh, look! The emergency overload is initiating.
Okay, and that has dealt with the Roboscorpion, and we can now go through and talk to Mobius. Oh, and that's given us a level up as well. Let's see. So unarmed, I'm happy with that. We were moving medicine up a little bit in the previous episode. I think the candidates for upgrades right now are sneak, medicine, maybe melee. I should probably put guns up, actually. Increase my overall damage output. Let's do that. If I put that up to 85, then at the next level up, I can round that up to around 100. And yeah, let's just pop a few into barter as well. I will just pick up any little loots that I can see around here. Bit more 357 ammo, plenty of that floating around the place. Lots of these chests containing ammo in case you want to take on the Roboscorpion that way. There's an audio sample here, might as well grab that. We've got that recalibration file, thank you for the pop-up. And yeah, we can continue into these buildings because they've got a little bit of loot in them as well. Another LAR, some microfusion ammo. Not stuff that I'm going to use, but it doesn't weigh anything, and I might find a use for it one day. And I'm not sure if that thing's strictly, like, dead, whether I can loot its corpse. Let's have a little rundown and see what it's got on it. Did it just move? Yeah, it's still moving. So it's just sleeping. It's just no longer a threat, that's all. Okay, I think this is a good place to end this episode. In this dark, gloomy room. With our... Well, yeah, we've got loads of space in our inventory. In the next episode, we will head through and confront Dr. Mobius. And, yeah, then the main story for this DLC is very close to its conclusion. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you join me next time for the next episode of Fallout New Vegas Challenge of Challenges. As always, if you have ideas for challenges to add to the randomizer, please leave a comment. See you next time. Bye-bye.